healthy. You want that to happen. And what happens in a lot of diseases like cancers and things, it's a cell, when it gets to the point where it should make the commitment to die or to commit suicide, cell suicide, it doesn't do that. So the cell keeps growing and growing and growing. And this is one of the reasons you end up with a large mass of tissue and so forth called a tumor. Xanthones have been shown in vitro studies, laboratory studies, to be able to go down into the cells and help to reset apoptosis. This is one of the reasons it's so effective in making cells healthy and helping the body to build an immune system to fight disease. Minors become majors. So if you'll start early enough in life and you can identify your weaknesses, what we call the minors, we can generally head those off at the pass. In other words, we can minimize those, and at least extend them out to where the ugly serpent can't stick its head up and bite you. Our diet today we know is horrible. We've lost 25% of our immune system in the last 20 years, according to researchers. And we've lost 25% of the nutritional value of our food in the last 20 years. So you can see the correlation between the two. The food today just doesn't possess the nutritional value that we need for optimal health, and is now recommended that everybody supplement their diet every day. So the question is, which one, how much, what do I pay for it, where do I buy it, what do I get, what's good, what's bad? People are confused about that part of it. Children today should know as much about health and diet and prevention by the time they graduate from high school as they ever did art or even history. But kids know very little today. They're so used to the potato chip bags, candy bars, and the colas, and at some point in time, your immune system suffers and pays a price. Diabetes is up some 40% in the last 7 years, cancer's up. All the inflammatory diseases, which include all the cardiovascular diseases, multiple sclerosis, Lou Gehrig's, Crohn's disease, rheumatoid arthritis. We're not getting healthier, we're getting sicker. We're now ranked number 25th in the world in industrialized nations. So that's kind of spooky when you consider we spend a couple $1 trillion a year, over 2 billion prescriptions written last year. You know, when you look at that mangosteen juice, my goodness, it not only contains those precious xanthones, you know, that's the bragging rights that belongs to the mangosteen fruit or the xanthones. This is what other fruits and vegetables just don't have. There's some 200 known xanthones on the planet. And this fruit contains over 40. Most of them haven't even been researched yet, but we know they're phenomenal. We know the pharmaceutical companies are presently extrapolating these xanthones out of that fruit, and we'll be making medications out of them someday, shortly. I'm always researching, I'm always looking for something new, something different, something that works. In my clinic, I have to use things that work. I cannot use things that just have a lot of salesmanship or hype about it. Because I formulate products and I lecture for a lot of different companies, any company that makes a good product, I'm all for them. And when I first looked at that, I thought, wow, this is almost too good to be true. So I looked at it for 3 or 4 months and looked at the history, looked at a lot of the research, in vitro research, and I became very fascinated with it. I thought, wow. So I started using the mangosteen in my office and was just amazed. At first I thought, this is too good to be true. This must be a placebo effect. But I've been in practice for 38 years, over 70,000 patients, over 2 million lab tests, so I've got a pretty good idea of what is placebo and what isn't. And I can rest assured, I can tell you that the mangosteen xanthones is a real deal. There's nothing placebo about it. It actually works. It's phenomenal. The darndest thing I've ever seen. I carry over 300 products here that I work with, natural products as well as prescription medicines. And the mangosteen juice replaces probably 100, 150 of those products. It's just absolutely phenomenal. And when you really understand and look at the chemistry of it and see how its ability to go down into the nucleus of the cell and affects every cell of the body, you can understand why it works on just about everything. And does that mean that it's a fountain of youth or an answer for everything? Certainly not. But I tell you what it does better than any other single product I've ever seen in my life. I'm really fascinated by it, and I love to see kids take it. Seborrhea, psoriasis, eczema, these are inborn errors of metabolism. These are DNA, genetic defaults, damage. And I've seen kids, my granddaughter, for example, was born with eczema, and the mangosteen juice cleared her up in just a matter of weeks. And I've seen this with many, many kids. So when you see that, you know it is not a placebo effect. It's absolutely phenomenal stuff. And it doesn't mean it should replace all your medicine. No, of course not. But it should be a part of your daily diet. It's just something you can't overlook. One of the frequently asked questions I hear all the time, no matter where I go, is Is the mangosteen juice safe? Can everybody drink it? Children, pregnant women? Yes, the answer is yes to all of those. Children, it's absolutely fantastic. It's a juice, and children love it. As a matter of fact, you have to keep it high up in the refrigerator because the children will drink the whole thing. Pregnant women, they desperately need it. I mean, it's a nutritional product that makes the mother healthy, makes the baby healthy. Side effects, what could the side effects be from orange juice or grape juice? It's kind of in that same category. It's a product that is antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, anti-parasitic. Just a phenomenal product. Safe, you can take it with medications. I don't know of any medication that you can't take it with. I've always had a love affair with natural botanicals. When they're indicated, nothing can take their place. But like I said, it is not a panacea for everything. There's times you need medication, there's times you need surgery. But the mangosteen juice falls in that category. It is loaded with natural intrinsic factors and what we call gleams, little thousands of things that work together to enhance the potential of the xanthones. Of course, that's the bragging rights that belongs to the mangosteen juice. They contain xanthones. No other company has anything like that. Haven't seen anything compete with it or compare with it today. It's a unique product. It's fabulous. Everybody should take it. You know, I'm always talking about a revolution. I'm talking about a kind of a quiet revolution, a revolution America desperately needs. And the revolution simply means this in my mind. There's always been evil and good. For light there's dark, for dark there's light, for hot there's cold. You know, there's opposite and equal attractions and reactions. And we have a lot of evil stuff going on right now in this country, and that is the deterioration of our young people. This is our future generation. These are the people who are going to be running our government. These are the people who are going to be making decisions for us as old people one day. And they're sick. You know, 25% of all the children today, the little children, we're talking about the little guys and gals, have cardiovascular disease. It's been predicted that'll bankrupt our whole society in the next 25 years if that one issue alone isn't resolved. We need a revolution where people get involved. Sometimes the answers to major issues are very simple. So we like to talk about things not just about drinking the mangosteen juice, but we like to talk about, hey, how important vitamin A is to you, B vitamins, and what destroys them, and our food, it's destroying so many nutrients, so many chemicals in our food today. It's a revolution that needs to be addressed, and every one of us are soldiers, and we need to get involved. That's a revolution I cherish and I want to see continued.